Good morning from
Fiji.
We're in Fiji. This is Port Denarau behind us. We can't see much of it from out here because this is another one of the tender ports. So we're going to be riding the tender boat in. We look like to be about a little less than a mile out. So it shouldn't be that too long of a tender ride. It looks like the seas are calm, so it should be uneventful. But we don't know what we're doing yet. This is going to be a day where we
wing it.
Are winging it. So we had an excursion scheduled for here, but it got canceled. So we are going to go ashore and see if we can find something to do. All right, let's do it.
Hey there, I'm Rose.
And I'm Dan. And we are the Half-Ass Travelers. Well, that was a longer tender ride than we expected. The ship's a little bit further out than we had in the last port.
Hey, we almost hit ground too.
Yeah, there's some shallow areas they had to avoid. So, but we're here, we're good. It's all good. Hi. Hello.
Information center this side.
Okay.
Tours and information centers.
So when we got off the tender, there's a lot of tour operators around, private tours, also the ship tours and information. So this is the place to go if you want to find out what you want to do. There's a lot of options here. This is nowhere near like the last stop. There's a lot of tour buildings, and this is not like a dirt parking lot. This is very organized. Yeah, I see it. That's the one, huh? Yeah.
Many options here in the passenger terminal. A lot of different companies are offering different tours for the day. Some are reasonable and some are extremely expensive. So we went from one window over there, and they sent us over here to another window.
And this is the tour we chose. This is the Beachcomber Fiji Island Resort. The tender boat, or the boat coming back, is supposed to arrive back at 4. We've also heard 5, but it doesn't matter because the last tender's at 6. So we should have plenty of time to get back to the ship, as long as nothing breaks. Or maybe I shouldn't have said that.
So we got the tour for the day.
If you're going to use a credit card here, there's a 4% charge on top of the credit card, just so you know.
And they don't take
US dollars. So we're paying 4%. We've discovered that it can get a little bit hectic right around 9 o'clock, because 9 o'clock is when a lot of the boats are pulling out. So you want to make sure that you get on an early tender to get here, to get your tour booked, make sure that you have everything done, and that way you're not rushing around and having to deal with lines and then stressing over the whole situation, which we weren't. We were on a very early tender, so I think that we did well to find this tour. A lot of them were booked. All of these tours back here are booked up, so we did well. We found an relatively inexpensive tour that takes us out to an island. We're going to have breakfast, tea time, and now they're talking over me. So we're going to be boarding in about 20 minutes, and we'll check back in with you then. Follow the ponytail.
Deal.
Follow the ponytail always. Yep. Where are we going, Rose?
We're going on a catamaran ride.
All right, let's go.
Bora
Bora!
Bora.
I got Rose's butt going up the stairs.
Hey.
Bula. Well, we're aboard the catamaran. We got up to the second floor. There's limited seating up top. If you end up on this tour and you want to sit up top, you have to get a little early in the line to try to get the seating up here. We were expecting a different kind of catamaran, actually. We thought it might be a sailboat catamaran. Actually, this is, I think, better because it shortens the trip. And we have a pretty good distance to go to get to the island. So it's better, I think, to have a powered catamaran. I'm not sure of the speed. I guess we're going to find out. But if it goes fast like we like to go, then it should be a nice breeze up here because it's a little bit stagnant today. There's not a lot of wind, huh?
None.
So, which is good for the seas. It'll be nice and calm, but it's bad when you're sitting in the heat. So I think we're going to be spending a lot of time in the water today. Yeah, which is fine with us because we're water babies. All right, we're on our way. All right, Captain. Good job. Hula. Welcome to paradise. Yeah, it was a long ride out here. Actually, it was more like an hour of a ride.
Yeah.
But wow, we are on one of the further out islands from the town. You can see there's another one behind us. We passed a few on the way out. This island,
Beachcomber Fiji.
yeah, it has a huge reef surrounding the island. We can't wait to explore that. I think we're going inside right now to have some kind of tea breakfast of some sort.
Little tea and crumpets.
Tea and strumpets.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna go inside and see what that's all about. Then we're gonna get out here and do some snorkeling.
All right.
A lot has happened since we left you last. We got off the boat and we went ashore and they had a nice little tea and some cookies and little cakes for us. That was nice. We decided to get right into the water because it was so inviting. We put our snorkels on. We just were checking out how the snorkeling was right here around the island, and it's not bad. There's some fish under there. There's some live coral, which is nice. But twice a day they take us out to the reef to do some snorkeling on a really nice reef. So now we're back on the boat, taking a very short trip, maybe a few hundred yards out.
You can probably see the boats right back there.
Yeah, they're behind us. And we're gonna go out there and do some snorkeling, and we're gonna get some video underwater.
Oh wait.
You also have the option, if you don't want to snorkel, is they just took a group out. You can see them behind us in that boat. That's a glass bottom boat, and they feed the fish. So they do fish viewing and fish feeding there. So if you don't want to get in the water, you can still see the fish from above the water.
Yep.
Included in the admission is a buffet lunch, and they've got a little bit of everything over there. Rose, you want to tell us a little bit of what you have on your
Sure.
plate?
They have beef, they have chicken, they have a Greek salad, they have homemade bread, they have fruit, they
And
have
fish.
taro. This is taro.
Mm-hmm.
And they have macaroni salad and some kind of a sausage. Looks delicious. What you got there?
We're hanging out in the water here, just enjoying our day here in Fiji, and I look down in the water and I see that I have a little friend that's been hanging around with me. This is the smallest fish I've seen in a long
right
time.
there.
Let's see if I can get him, okay?
He's right there.
All right, he's a little camera shy, but I think we got him a little bit.
He's right there on your arm.
Oh, there you go. Okay, I think we got him that time.
So this is how they do laundry on the island.
To be honest, we're not sure that's what he's doing, but looks like laundry day. We're gonna check another part of the beach to see how the snorkeling is over there. The side that's closest to the ship was really nice corals and everything, and you already saw where they were feeding the fish out there. That was beautiful. Now I'm gonna go over towards where they were feeding the fish, but not quite that far out because that's a long swim against the current, and see what's over there.
And I'm going to stay here and keep an eye on him.
That's it. Yeah, she's my she's my safety partner.
Snorkel spotter.
Right. Well, that was an amazing journey. That last bit of snorkeling I did was incredible. That's the most table coral and most colorful table coral I think I've ever seen. And there was a really interesting kind of triggerfish, parrotfish combination. He was a big boy too. So that was pretty cool to see. After the snorkeling, we just hung around for a little bit. We only had about another like 45 minutes to an hour before we had to get back on the boat and come back. And that's what we did. It was just a little less than an hour. It's about 10 miles out, so it was a little less than an hour to come back. And now we're coming back to the tenders. and we had no problem getting back in time. It's 5 o'clock, last tender's at 6, and as you can see, there's a huge tender line. I'll show you. Yeah, Rose is sighing. Yep. And the line stretches all the way back here around these shops. And yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get on the line and get back on the ship. The line continues on for quite a ways. There's gotta be a good 300-400 people in this line. That's why I think a lot of people just decided to sit down and have a late lunch or early supper and a drink while the line went down, because we're going to be in this line for about an hour at least. We are so far back from the tenders that we can't even hear the music that they're playing up there at the tenders. So that's how far back this line stretches. But it'll be interesting to see how long it takes to get through this number of people. Maybe you get a little breeze. Rose, tell me that wasn't so bad. Was it about 20 minutes? Well, we're glad that this is I think this is going to be our last tender port, at least for a while. And they pack us in here like sardines. And it's not, people will complain about tendering, but it's just part of the experience. You just gotta roll with the punches and try to just enjoy it, right? All right, nobody enjoys it. You have to try to tolerate it and just realize that this is all part of a good time that you're having.
Yes.
Right? Are we being positive enough?
Yes.
But to be honest, tendering really sucks.